Hi, I'm Holly.
And I'm Gabby.
And we're development chemists here at Pelham.
Today we're going to be talking to you about SPF.
SPF stands for Sun Protection Factor.
In basic terms, this is how much longer you can stay in the sun before you start to burn. For example, when an SPF 50 is used correctly, it would take 50 times longer to burn.
It's also important to note the UVA roundel. This indicates that at least 1/3 of your SPF value is protecting you from UVA rays which penetrate deeper into the skin. The main solvent used in your SPF formula would be water. In order to stabilise this, you'd need to use a water thickener, and then to ensure your product is protected adequately, you would add a chelating agent and a preservative.
The oil phase will be made up of UVA and UVB filters. Lots of these come as solid powders, so you need to make sure you're fully dissolving them by carefully selecting the right solubiliser. And then finally, the emulsifiers, which hold everything together.
Optionally, you could add things like film formers, which help to provide a good even coverage on the skin. Often, SPF products leave quite a shiny film, therefore you could add mattifying powders in order to counteract this. You could also add certain skincare actives, and finally, you would need to adjust the pH to get the required value.
Come and join us in the lab to make an SPF.
So first of all, we need to add our water, which makes up about half of the formula. In order to stabilise our water phase, we need to add a water thickener. In this case, we're using something called carbomer. And lastly, into our water phase, we're going to add our chelating agent. This is to help ensure our product is protected. Now that our water phase is complete, we can now start heating it up and mixing. To ensure our product is fully emulsified, we use a machine called a high shear mixer, also known as a homogenizer.
Moving on to our oil phase, our most important component is of course our sun filters. We use a combination of UVB and UVA filters to ensure we get good broad spectrum protection. You may have noticed a lot of the sun filters are solid, so now we're going to add in an emollient which is going to help to solubilise them in, making sure that they're fully dissolved. A crucial component in any emulsion is an emulsifier. This is used to bind the oil and the water together, ensuring that the product stays stable and doesn't separate over time. Lastly, we've opted to add in a film former. This is to help give a nice, smooth, even film on the skin, which is crucial if you want to get the best SPF protection possible. Now that the oil phase is complete, we're going to start heating it up to ensure that everything's fully dissolved and melted.
Now that our oil phase and our water phase are at temperature, we can combine them to make the emulsion.
Well.
Now that we've formed our nice smooth emulsion, it's time to move it to the stirrer to allow it to cool down nice and evenly.
So now that our batch has cooled down to below 40 degrees, we can add in our preservative.
All of our ingredients are now in, so we're just going to do a final check to confirm the pH is within the specification range.
Here is our basic SPF all finished. We hope you enjoyed watching.
If you have any questions or queries, please feel free to reach out or visit our website. Bye!